my gosh, you can actually see this hair. Because it breaks a lot, I get this antenna. Let's try to like mat it down. I don't want to get rid of it because I kind of like that I have a few grays. When I'm an older lady, the vision I have for myself is that my hair is just like down to my butt and it's gray and I don't color it. And I want the neighborhood children to suspect that I am like the neighborhood witch. I just want like a long silver mane that's like a little bit unruly. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I get old. I might change my mind and be insecure about my gray hair, but for now, I like the grays that I have and I like that one. So I'll be keeping my silver antenna. Anyway, last March, I started my Substack publication, The Places We Find Ourselves, and I sort of ghosted that Substack. There's a few reasons that I think that happened. The first one being one that I have talked about enough, which is that I find it very scary to share personal writing. My essays are of a personal nature, if not are directly personal. The second is, I don't know whether this falls into like a perfectionism category. When you have a Substack, there is a welcome page and there's an about page, which makes sense. You would want your subscribers or anybody visiting your page to be able to read that and see what is this about, who is this writer, etc. When I made my Substack, I pushed myself into doing it. Oh. If you read one of my Substacks, you know what that is. That's Henry the Hammer, because I have a steam boiler. And so a lot of my heaters around the house make very loud noises, and he's the loudest. When I first moved into this house, I thought that it was gonna freak me out. It really sounds like there is someone in my basement like banging on pipes. And it's can be especially creepy because he doesn't, I say he because he's got a personality, does different tunes of banging. A lot of times it's the same, so it's predictable. I know what he's going to play. But every once in a while, he'll play like a little bit of a different tune, and so it really does just feel like my boiler has ghost workers or something that it sends out, and they all have personalities. They literally all make very distinct sounds. Back to what I was saying. The second reason that I think ghosted my Substack is when I made my Substack, all I knew is that I just wanted to write and I just wanted to put out writing that I had saved up basically for years. And I started to do it. I started to gain some momentum and I was trying to do digital art that I was pairing with my writing. And I think I was just being a little bit too rigid with myself. I wish that I would have just kept putting more of my essays out there and not worried about having like a perfect digital art piece to go with it or worry about spending enough time making one to go with it. Because people on Substack source their images from all over the place. Like not all Substack writers just put actually, a lot of them don't put original visual media with their writing. I have sometimes this problem of like wanting to combine everything that I do, everything that I'm interested in, and putting it all together, which I still think I can do and I'm still working towards. Like I do want to put some of my collages with my writing if it makes sense to, because I was procrastinating on writing an about me or my welcome letter for my publication. I think I just abandoned it and like let it fall by the wayside because I kept thinking like, oh, I shouldn't keep writing and putting stuff out there if I don't establish what this is or what I want this to be. And so that brings me to reason 3. I wasn't sure what exactly I wanted it to be fully. Like I know generally the topics that I like to write about that I want to share with the world from my perspective, but it felt like I didn't have a right to be there because I didn't finish my about me or have this welcome letter. But then I shifted to collage and I was focusing on that for a bit, so I wasn't writing as much. And every fall I always feel in the mood to start writing a whole bunch again. But I also was worried about the pressure I was putting on myself to write just to post on Substack. So that brings me to the new series that is within my Substack publication called Night Margins, underneath The Places We Find Ourselves, because I needed to do something different. Free writing is something that a lot of writers are familiar with, not just writers, artists. Free writing is a way to help you tap into your creativity by just releasing whatever you have and inside you. And a lot of people do this before they're about to do other creative work, or they might do it in the morning. I know that there's artists that do this first thing in the morning, just let their stream of consciousness flow right from the start of the day. I really like writing when no one's awake. I like writing late when it feels like I'm the only one awake in the world and it feels like I'm totally alone. I've had a full day of experiences, of thoughts, a range of feeling. I like to just sit with it at the end of the day. My brain is so active at that time. And when I say that time, usually around 10 o'clock, I get my second win for the day. And a lot of people are getting ready to go to sleep during that time. I'm actually at a point right now where sometimes, especially lately, I don't know if people will agree with me on this because I know a lot of people love sleep. I'm not coming for sleep. I just kind of wish that I could function without sleep, even as much as I like dreaming, because I feel so active around midnight. I sort of wish I could be like the Twilight vampires and not have to sleep, and I could just stay awake all the time and like continue to get things done or work on things or just spend time doing nothing. When I go to sleep, I am often thinking to myself, like, I can't wait till the next day starts. This series, writing at that time, calling it Night Margins, just because it's kind of that time where the day has ended and we're sort of into tomorrow, but it hasn't fully started yet. It is a margin because it's a time when people aren't super active. People are supposed to be resting. It's an in-between kind of a time. So I apply the same rules to my Night Margins pages as you would with free writing or morning pages. It's a stream of consciousness. I force myself to just keep writing until I feel ready to stop. And so the Night Margins series, the essays, they're kind of like journal entries. Sometimes they might circle back to a point, but generally it might just be like a thought that is like floating through just in a split moment. Like I just shared one where I started off by talking about how my lips felt like they were bitten raw because I couldn't find my chapstick and I hadn't been drinking enough water and they were just so dry. And that was just a thought that I kept thinking about. Was I couldn't ignore the fact that my lips felt raw. And I like that I'm doing this. It's just another exercise for me to force myself to stop hiding, as I always talk about, and put myself out there. And really, like, it's for myself to prove that I can and that I can do it despite whatever fear I may be feeling. So I handwrite these in my notebook. And then if I decide to post one of the entries, I then type it up and I don't edit it and I just post it, because I feel like that is one of the only ways that I can force myself to like get out of my own way or get over the feeling of something needing to be perfect. That was another reason I think I ghosted my Substack, is I would have these essays and sometimes I would go to edit them, and then when I would go for the final edit, I would feel overwhelmed with myself or feel like I was never going to be able to get it perfect. It would stop me from posting anything at all. And this way I sort of like skip the procrastination, which caused me to not post, because I would think to myself, oh, I didn't edit that. It's not good enough. With the Night Margins, just being upfront about the fact that they are not edited or revised, I'm able to push past that bit and actually get it posted on my newsletter. So it still feels a little scary. I like the vulnerability that I am experiencing in sharing these. Night Margins is allowing me to be consistent, and it's allowing me to be in a practice. Lastly, I have one more tiny win that I wanted to share, and that is that I submitted some of my collages to a gallery for the first time. First gallery, first submission of collages anywhere. And I've never done that before. Whether I get accepted or not, I'm just excited that I did it. Sometimes you look at something that you really want to do and you think to yourself, I have no business doing that thing. I have no business submitting these collages to a gallery. I'm getting better at, but I am getting better at just being like, I don't have anything to lose from this. This isn't going to hurt me in any way. I'm just going to put myself out there and do it. So big deal for me, because I previously would have been too scared to do that. Huge internal win for me. I was able to overcome that feeling of, I have no business doing that. I'm not good enough to do that. I haven't been doing this long enough to submit something like that. And I'm gonna do more of that in the next few months. I have different publications that I am planning to submit my writing to. You'll be seeing some more collages from me soon. Please go subscribe to my Substack and keep your eye out for the next Night Margins. I really hope this is a great year for you. I hope it's the best year that you've had yet, and that all the shit that you've gone through have all been worth it to get to this year and to do something that you really wanted. See you next time.